Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic: what was sexy 10 years ago but isn't now? My hairline, damn 10 years makes a difference. F. Why the fuck did a reply saying F get gold but the actual comment didn't? Lot of people in this thread finding out they're older than they think they are today. 10 years. You mean like the IITs? Right. No man, 2000. Have you heard of this new band called Linkin Park? Edit. I love that some people are missing the joke and correcting me on basic math lol. Lol, I had to take a minute to process that 2010 was a decade ago when I saw this. I feel like women's casual wear in general is always sexier than it was 10 years ago, and it's starting to make me feel old. I imagine when I'm old I'm going to comment on some lady's outfit being really revealing and my grandkids are going to roll their eyes and say something like, "You're so old-fashioned grandpa, her asshole isn't even open." Just imagine how you'll be about technology. Come on grandpa. Just upload a copy of your consciousness onto True VR so we can hang out in the virtual world. No. What if the people from 4chan get a hold of my brain and start sharing my memories? That's not how it works, Zoomer. Your memories aren't even uploaded in the scan. I don't wanna. I saw a movie like this, The Matrix. They took your brain as a battery for their technology. Grandpa, that movie is 60 years old. It got nothing right about the future. Using the word sexy in marketing / digital teams to describe sleek interfaces or products. July 18, 2006, Justin Timberlake began promising to bring sexy back and has been relentless in its pursuit ever since. I am unsure about his success rate as I look around and things appear status quo. Edit. WTF is the I'm deceased award. He did already, his era of sexiness just died down. But still remember, JT gave you his dick in a box, is down to three-way with another dude, and will give your mom the best Mother's Day / night ever. The time when the phrase sleek, sexy exterior stopped being used in advertising for cars and laptops directly coincided with the time when advertisers started realizing that there were people that actually get turned on by varying degrees of anthropomorphized cars and laptops. Edit. A better word. Do you think Transformers mate as robots or cars? I'm imagining two lovebugs and one is just kind of mounting the other like a turtle. 10 years ago is not 2000, it's 2010 y'all. Fuck, I totally forgot. Hey, it's the 2020s. Time to bring back depression and communist revolution. r/etc. Facebook. It was cool, exclusive and exciting. Now it's full of adverts, data scalping and your grandparents. Mine is mostly people posting ignorant political shit without fact checking or actually knowing what they are talking about, and old friends posting memes. Well, maybe you should have voted how I told you to, Jim. My Facebook feed informed me yesterday that it was my 11th freediversary with my stepmother. It had definitely lost its exclusivity element by 10 years ago. Yeah, Facebook was great from 2005 to 2009 or so. Then everyone's parents got on and all the cool people stopped posting drunk pictures and funny statuses. Now it's just all the weird kids from high school that got nothing else going on and annoying relatives. Searching boobs on Google Images. Literally just got the new Kindle. First thing I did was search boobs on the experimental browser. 10/10 boobies in black and white. So no Asian or Hispanic boobs. Calling someone daddy. It's step bro now. Fun fact, every year, PUB releases an extensive data analysis in December. It's a super interesting 50+ page breakdown looking at trends across geography and time, and micro-analysis of major events. Step-sibling porn is on the decline, hentai is on the rise. Here's the link, https://insights/2019-year-in-review. Time to sell off that step-sibling porn and invest in the hentai futures. How the fuck was Apex Legends the #8 most searched term? Who loses a battle royale game and thinks alright, that was pretty sexy. Time to fap. Help, stepbrother. I'm stuck. You're not stuck. Just move forward. I don't know where the water is. Skinny eyebrows. I told my wife that her eyebrows were drawn too high. She seemed surprised. As long as they are not taking it too far into the extreme, with thick, overdrawn Groucho eyebrows. Beauty is cyclical, thin eyebrows will be back eventually. It happens every 25 or so years. Girls in the 70s has thin brows, Clara Bow and other silent film stars 100 years ago had thin brows. But yeah, I agree that it looks weird at this point in time. You leave my Eugene Levy out of this. The hair bump / poof for girls made popular by Jersey Shore. I always thought it looked trashy, but it seemed like everyone did it. That and too much bronzer. Too much bronzer. Still popular in certain houses. But definitely not in Ravclaw. Those bitches are pasty. Oh my Christ, the bump it. I remember at the time thinking it was so stupid. I was in middle school during this fad. One of my friends told me they wanted to do my hair for the school dance and I was hype, until all she did was bump my hair and I had to pretend I liked it. Why are half the things mentioned on here from the early 2000s when 10 years ago was 2010? Like how you accidentally write last year for a couple months when dating something. Our brains are still defaulting that the 80s were 20 years ago and the 80s were 30. I'm pretty sure that everyone assumes 30 years ago refers to the 1970s, unless that's finally started to change. Once you turn like 30, when you hear 10 years ago your brain goes to high school. Even though that was much longer ago. 1 TB of data storage. But what about 1 TB of FME storage? That's cool for an OS and like 4 games these days. Fast though. Plucking your eyebrows thinner than a badger's adger. Now it's gotta be full on 2 slugs fighting for dominance. Totally stealing thinner than a badger's adger. We've a saying in Scotland when we're hungover, which is a lot of rougher than a badger's tadger. Tadger meaning penis in the local vernacular. Tequila. Ah yes, that's how I learned about bisexuality. Now she is a literal Nazi. Not that I don't like this person so they are a Nazi, but an actual there are only 2 things in this world, for which I would gladly sacrifice my own life, the destruction of all Jews and preservation of the white race Nazi. Yes, that is an actual tequila quote. Someone in the thread said she had a head injury. Looking into it, it looks like she did have some brain injuries after Oding. She's also a flat earther. To me, personally. Artsy boys in skinny jeans who are deeply tormented souls who the rest of the world just doesn't understand. No lie, I once, heroically, swooned when a boy, heroically, used the line, I just have to keep creating or I'll die. Now I just want a regular guy or girl who wants to laugh while fucking and go out to get a burrito afterwards. Not before. Never before. Performative sexiness is way less sexy than an effortless connection. I am happy to leave the artsy boys to the next generation. I like burritos. Gotta shoot your shot. It sounds like you grew up more than there was a cultural shift around sad boys. The culture has been swooning over sad boys since Hamlet. Okay, this might be a little more than 10 years ago, but women's thongs riding up. I remember in middle school I used to watch those butts like the playoffs. Edit, thank you kind stranger for the Reddit gold. Whale tales. There ain't no whales so we tell tall tales and sing our whaling tune. Lindsay Lohan. I think you've got to go back a bit more than 10 years for that one. Mean Girls was 16 years ago, so 16. Her spiral downward has been so sad. Did you see that video where she tried to take the kids away from their mother? Here is the full video of the whole bizarre thing. This is one dystopia comment lol. It's so sad, did you see her last mental breakdown? Here's a link. Last time I heard about her it was like 8 years ago, and she was getting sober and clean and making a comeback. Apple bottom jeans. The ones without any back pockets. Every NHS would wear these. Boots with the fur. With the fur. I remember a time a little more than 15 years ago there were pocketless jeans that zipped up the back. So weird to think about those now. Edit, I guess it's 2004 again. When I was in high school there was one year where every girl at my school suddenly started wearing a feather in their hair. Did anyone else experience this or was my high school weird? I remember this too. It wasn't like a hair clip either. It was an extension semi-permanent in their hair for like 6 weeks. So weird. Everyone decided to look like Steven Tyler for a while. That fashion trend cut short the supply of feathers used for fly fishing and raised prices for them by a lot. Crazy weird. Just realized I was about to list something from the 90s. How did I get so old? FML. How did I get so old? Beats the alternative, doesn't it? How did I get so young? Fake tan. I think every time I go out, not so often, but anyways, I seem to see less and less orange ladies. Fake tan is still a thing, but the formulas and technology have become better at replicating the look of a real tan for not very much money. Can confirm. My colleagues love getting spray tanned and they do it often. It's definitely crazy how natural they look now. I think it's a combination of women not feeling as pressured to be tan and fake tan formulas being easier to use and less orange.